Good morning, everybody. It's your boy Desmond with Legacy Firearms Training. It's Sunday morning out here in the man cave. It is cold. I'm out here in Virginia. It's about 20 some odd degrees outside, and it's probably even colder in this daggone man cave. Got my little heater, doing the best I can, but I wanted to continue with my videos and just putting information out there for new shooters and new gun owners. And what I want to go over today is magazines. I want to talk about magazines. Again, magazine, not a clip. I tell people all the time, if you take the time to read your owner's manual, you will not find the word clip in there anywhere. All right, so stop calling it something that is not. It's magazine. Magazines are used to feed the rounds into the chamber. All right, so feed the rounds into the chamber. Magazines, not clips. So the parts of the magazine, some people never really thought about that. What's inside of the magazine? How does it work? So what I did here is you have your fully assembled magazine, and I have one disassembled right here. We're going to talk about the different parts of the magazine. All right, so I tell people, when you have your magazine, you have your feed lips, you have your follower, you have your sleeve, you have your spring inside, and you have your base plate. So on your magazine, this one is disassembled and gutted. So here on the top you have your feed lips. This pretty much holds those rounds in place once you do get them into the magazine, and it helps strip that round off the once that slide goes forward, it strips the round off the top of that magazine and sits it inside the chamber. So these are your feed lips right here. Under your feed lips you have your follower. This is what you're pushing down on. This is what the rounds, each round sits on, is your follower. And under your follower you have your spring. So under your spring you have your base plate. All right, your base plate is at the bottom of the magazine, and that keeps everything, all your internals where they are, is your base plate. So when you're loading your magazines, I hold the magazine in my non-dominant hand, I hold the round in my dominant hand, and I put the butt end of the round in first, pressing down on the follower, on that black part. Some of them are orange, yellow, different colors, doesn't matter, but it's still the same thing, it's your follower. So I press down on the follower, press down, and go under those feed lips. As you can see, the feed lips capture that round so it doesn't just go flying out of the actual magazine. So as I press down, I press start at the front, I press down and go under those feed lips. The next round I would do the same thing, start at the front, press down, and go under those feed lips. So again, you have your follower, then you have your actual spring and your base plate. You also have your sleeve. Your sleeve is either going to be plastic, sometimes it's metal with a plastic sleeve over it. It just keeps all the internals on the inside also. All right, it's just a overall covering of the actual magazine. All right, so also this is a tool that I use to disassemble my magazines. So if you do choose to disassemble your magazines, there's a little button right there. I put this part right here, I push down and pull back, and I'm able to slide my base plate off. Now I keep my finger here because remember, there's a spring in there, and if I just took the base plate off without keeping my finger there, spring go flying across the room, right? So what I want to do is keep my finger there and slowly slide the base plate off, and then my spring comes out. And this part is also part of the base plate. This is that tab. You'll see a little button, a little knob right there to hold my spring in place. When I put it back together, I slide it, and it just locks over that little tab and that little button in there. So that's pretty much your magazine and your parts of the magazine, your guts of the magazine. So again, you have your feed lips, your follower, your spring, your base plate, and your sleeve, the actual sleeve. So parts of the magazine, and you want to just practice loading up your magazine. Some people have problems loading a magazine or have trouble, but you just need to put the time in and practice loading a magazine. Just practice loading your rounds up. You can use dummy rounds, you can use live rounds, it's up to you, but just practice loading and unloading that magazine. Some guns do come with speed loaders. I use a Mac Lula speed loader when I'm like going to the range, gotta load multiple rounds or something like that, or working with a student. It's a lot faster, but normally I just hand jam them. Time in the military, you just used to hand jamming the rounds in there, but they are convenient for those who do have issues with grip strength and stuff like that for loading the magazines. They also have some magazines that have tabs on the side that helps you pull that spring down so you're able to load that magazine. But again, just a quick video that I wanted to do. I wanted to keep getting these videos out there. Any suggestions on anything or any topics that you don't see a lot of out there that you would like to know more about, that's really what I'm geared towards. And I may explain something that you already know just in a different way to help you understand it better. And that's what I want to do. I just want to explain things in ways to help people better understand and get a little more comfortable with firearms. But as always, you know, check out the website. 2022, big things coming for legacy firearms training. For myself, I got my first one-on-one training tomorrow with an instructor, trying to get better at this red dot and drawing from concealment, keeping with my one-on-one training, one class a month with another instructor. I'm always a student. I'm always looking to learn, and I can always get better. The better I get, the better instructor I am. But keep training, stay safe. Any questions, please hit me up about anything. Check out the website, legacyfirearmstraining.com. Come down to the shop. Got a lot of new inventory in, Legacy Tactical and Arms. Check us out. But as always, keep training, stay safe.